Bro, I need to tell you about Yevgeny because what happened to this guy is happening to thousands of digital nomads right now, and it's about to ruin the entire DTV dream. Yevgeny's a Russian developer, got his shiny new DTV visa, the 5 year digital nomad visa everyone's been hyping up, paid his 10,000 baht, jumped through all the hoops, felt like he'd won the Thailand lottery. 5 years of legal stay, 180 days at a time, perfect for remote work. May 2025, he walks into his Bangkok Bank branch in Pattaya to do some routine banking. Account's been open for 2 years, no problems, everything's been smooth. But the teller looks at his passport, checks his visa, makes a phone call, and then drops the bomb. Sir, your visa status is no longer valid for holding this account. You need to close it today and withdraw everything in cash. Just like that. No warning, no grace period, no explanation beyond new policy. His online banking was already blocked, ATM card dead, and now he's got to carry around thousands of baht in cash because QR code payments, which are literally everywhere in Thailand now, require a Thai bank account. But here's the kicker. This isn't some random policy change. This is systematic. Bangkok Bank, Kasikorn, SCB, Krungthai, every major bank in Thailand has essentially declared war on DTV holders. And nobody saw it coming. Thailand spent all this energy creating this 5 year visa to attract digital nomads, and then the banks decided DTV holders are too risky to serve. So now you've got guys with legal long-term visas who can't access basic financial services in the country they're supposed to be living in. It's the perfect government screw up. The left hand creates a visa program while the right hand makes it impossible to actually use. So let me explain what's really happening here, because this isn't just some bureaucratic mix-up. This is Thailand's banking system panicking about fraud and throwing DTV holders under the bus. Early 2025, massive scandal breaks. 4 bank employees in Pattaya get arrested for helping foreigners on tourist visas open 15 bank accounts that were used in a 2.2 billion baht call center scam. 2.2 billion baht, man, with a B. The Bank of Thailand loses their minds. They order every bank to immediately review all customer verification procedures and block any accounts they consider high risk. And guess who got labeled high risk? Anyone on a visa that looks like a tourist visa. Now here's where it gets stupid. The DTV visa, despite being valid for 5 years, is technically classified as a tourist visa in Thai bureaucracy. It's not a work visa, not a retirement visa, not a marriage visa. It's an extended tourist visa for remote workers. So when banks got the order to crack down on tourist visa holders, DTV got lumped in with backpackers doing visa runs. Banks started treating 5 year legal residents the same as people on 30-day tourist stamps. Bangkok Bank spokesperson literally said, even though DTV allows up to 180-day stays, it is still treated as a tourist class visa and thus not accepted for banking. Think about how insane that is. You can stay in Thailand legally for 5 years, but you can't open a bank account because your visa has the wrong classification in some government computer system. Let me walk you through what's actually happening at each bank, because this isn't theoretical. This is documented reality affecting thousands of people right now. Bangkok Bank, the big one. They've been freezing existing DTV accounts since May this year. Not just refusing new accounts, actually closing accounts that people already had. Yevgeny's story is playing out across the country. Online banking blocked, ATM cards deactivated, forced closure with cash withdrawal only. One guy in the Destination Thailand Visa Facebook group said his 2 DTV neighbors both got their Bangkok bank accounts closed the same week after failing a visa status check. Another Reddit user, just wait bro, I have seen over 10 people around me on DTV get their bank account shut down this week. This is happening in waves. Bangkok Bank is systematically going through foreign accounts, checking visa status, and closing anything that doesn't qualify under their new rules. Kasikorn Bank, they're even worse. KBank won't even let DTV holders through the door. Their official policy explicitly states accounts cannot be opened for holders of tourist visas or other visas intended for travel. They classify DTV as a tourist visa, so automatic rejection. Siam Commercial Bank, mixed results, but mostly no. One branch manager in Bangkok actually tried to help, took a DTV holder's documents to headquarters for approval. 2 days later, headquarters said no, at least she tried, but the answer from the top was clear, no DTV accounts. Krungthai Bank, they seemed hopeful at first. Staff in late 2024 were saying, we're looking into it, and this visa might get approved in our system. 6 months later, still nothing. KTB now follows the same no tourist visa policy as everyone else. Now, DTV holders aren't just sitting around accepting this. They're trying workarounds, some of which actually work. But listen to what people have to resort to. Branch shopping, literally going branch to branch, hoping to find a sympathetic manager. Visa agents paying 5,000 to 12,000 but to agents who have relationships with specific branches. The agents usually make you buy a life insurance policy through the bank to sweeten the deal. Essentially, you're paying the bank extra money to offset the risk they think you represent. One Pattaya agent was charging 8,000 baht plus a 30,000 baht life insurance policy just to open a basic bank account. That's over 1,000 US dollars just to access basic banking services. But here's the problem. By 2025, banks started refusing to work with agents altogether because too many criminals had used that route. So even the expensive workarounds are disappearing. School sponsorship. This is the most legitimate route. FitFac, Thailand's largest Muay Thai training center, started offering banking services for their DTV students. They compile massive documentation, Ministry of Education certificates, business registration, financial statements proving they have over 30 million baht annual revenue, and then accompany students to pre-arrange bank branches. It works, but you have to be enrolled in their program, pay their fees, plus another 5,000 baht service charge. So now getting a bank account requires joining a Muay Thai gym. Digital alternatives, most DTV holders have given up on Thai banks and are using foreign cards with ATM fee refunds or mobile payment apps that don't require Thai bank accounts. But this means paying higher fees for everything and being locked out of the QR code payment system that Thailand runs on. Here's what really pisses me off about this situation: the psychological impact on people who thought they'd found the perfect visa solution. Remember, the DTV was marketed as Thailand's answer to attracting high-quality digital nomads. Pay 10,000 baht, prove you have 500,000 baht in the bank, get 5 years of legal stay. It sounded like Thailand was finally creating a visa that made sense for remote workers. Thousands of people restructured their entire lives around this visa, sold apartments back home, moved their businesses, planned multi-year stays in Thailand. The government website literally promoted it as a way to work remotely from Thailand and experience long-term stays. But nobody mentioned you wouldn't be able to access basic financial services. So now you've got successful professionals, developers, marketers, consultants, people making good money who can't pay their rent without carrying around stacks of cash like it's 1995. One DTV holder put it perfectly: if a person cannot open a Thai bank account, how are we supposed to pay for things? Relying solely on cash or foreign cards incurs many fees in the long run. It's not just inconvenient, it's financially punitive. ATM fees, currency conversion fees, cash-only transactions in a country that's rapidly going cashless. You're being taxed for existing in Thailand despite having a completely legal visa. But here's the part that should really worry you if you're considering a DTV. This banking problem exposes a fundamental flaw in how Thailand creates visa policies. Different government departments don't coordinate. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs creates the DTV program to attract digital nomads. The Bank of Thailand creates anti-fraud regulations that exclude digital nomads. Immigration implements visa rules, banks implement banking rules, and nobody talks to each other. So you get these perfect government contradictions where one policy undermines another policy, and the people caught in the middle, the DTV holders, just have to figure it out themselves. And Thailand has a history of this. They create visa programs with great marketing, then implementation problems surface months later when thousands of people are already committed. So what does this mean if you're considering a DTV visa? First, be realistic about what you're signing up for. You're not getting a 5-year visa that lets you live like a normal resident. You're getting a 5-year tourist visa with banking restrictions, payment limitations, and constant bureaucratic friction. If you can live with those restrictions, fine. Some people make it work, but don't go in expecting the seamless digital nomad experience that the promotional materials suggest. And finally, watch for policy changes. Thailand's visa and banking rules change without warning. The DTV banking situation emerged suddenly this year, and there could be more surprises coming. Immigration rules, tax requirements, reporting obligations, any of these could change and impact DTV holders. The DTV might still make sense for some people, but it's not the miracle visa it was marketed as. Thailand wanted to attract high-quality digital nomads, then created a system that treats them like financial risks. That's not changing anytime soon. If you're still planning to get a DTV despite all this, just know what you're walking into. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk. See you on the next one. Peace.